Ladies and gentlemen, everything in life follows a pattern, a divine sequence that unfolds precisely as it should. There are no accidents, no coincidences, only a carefully woven design responding to the consciousness you hold. Each moment, each event, and each encounter is part of a greater order, guiding you along a path that is uniquely yours. What appears to be random occurrences are, in truth, reflections of a deeper intelligence moving through you. Consider the steps you have taken in life. Look back at the events that seemed insignificant at the time, yet later you realized how necessary they were. The person you met unexpectedly, the opportunity that came at just the right time, or even the challenge that pushed you to grow. None of these were by chance. Everything was leading you toward a higher purpose. The world operates by law, and the divine order of life is no exception. This order is not something external, moving independently of you. It is intricately tied to your inner world. What you dwell upon in thought, what you feel deeply, and what you believe to be true are the forces shaping the direction of your journey. The steps you take today were set in motion by the thoughts you entertained yesterday. Imagine a great architect designing a building. Every beam, every wall, every space is arranged according to a blueprint. Nothing is placed at random, everything serves a purpose. So it is with life. The circumstances you experience, the paths that open before you, and even the detours you encounter are all part of a master plan, a plan that unfolds through the silent workings of your mind. You may not always see the bigger picture. At times, life may seem unclear, uncertain, even chaotic. But order is present even in what appears to be disorder. Just as a seed buried beneath the soil follows an invisible yet precise process of growth, so too does your life follow a divine sequence, bringing you toward fulfillment in ways you may not yet understand. The key is trust. Trust that every step is leading you forward, even when it seems otherwise. Trust that the closed doors are just as intentional as the open ones. Trust that the delays, the challenges, and the unexpected turns are all part of a greater orchestration, aligning you with what is meant for you. You are never truly lost, never truly off course. Even when you feel as though you are wandering, even when the path ahead seems uncertain, the unseen hand of divine order is guiding you. The opportunities you need, the lessons required for your growth, and the experiences that shape your destiny are all being placed in your path at precisely the right time. This is why awareness is so important. Many people go through life believing that events happen to them, that life is a series of unpredictable occurrences outside of their control. But the moment you awaken to the truth that life is responding to you, shaping itself according to the patterns within, you begin to move with confidence. No longer do you question whether you are on the right path. You begin to see that every step, even the ones that seem difficult, is purposeful. Everything is connected. The thoughts you think today set in motion the reality you will step into tomorrow. The emotions you dwell upon create the conditions of your journey. The beliefs you hold shape the direction of your path. Nothing is outside of this law. So when you wake up each day, know that your steps are already ordered. The path before you is not random. It is the unfolding of a divine pattern moving through you. Walk in alignment with this truth. Trust in the process, hold firm in your faith, and allow life to unfold exactly as it should. Imagination is not merely a fleeting thought or a daydream. It is the very foundation upon which your life is built. Every step you take, every event you encounter, and every door that opens or closes is a direct result of the images you hold in your mind. Life does not happen to you at random. It is shaped by the consciousness you dwell in. The unseen hand of divine order moves according to the state of your imagination, arranging circumstances to align with what you consistently look around you. Everything you see, your relationships, your opportunities, even the challenges you face, first existed as an idea before becoming a reality. Nothing appears in your world that was not first conceived in the mind. This is the law by which life operates. Your imagination is not something to be taken lightly, for it is the tool through which divine order expresses itself in your life. If you understand this, you hold the key to shaping your destiny. Most people drift through life unaware of the power within them. They react to circumstances, believing that life is something happening to them, rather than something unfolding through them. But the truth is, The events you experience are drawn to you by the dominant thoughts you hold. Whether you consciously choose them or not, the images you entertain in your imagination are planting the seeds for what will manifest in your reality. If you constantly dwell on struggle, your steps will be ordered toward obstacles. If you hold on to fear, you will walk into situations that confirm that fear. But if you persist in the belief that you are guided, that everything is working for your highest good, then life will rearrange itself to reflect that certainty. The outer world is a mirror, faithfully reflecting back to you the contents of your inner world. Consider the path of those who have achieved great things. They did not wait for circumstances to change before they believed in a new reality. Instead, they lived in the conviction of their vision before it materialized. They saw themselves victorious before victory appeared. They walked in confidence long before the world had any evidence of their success. This is the power of imagination. It is not wishful thinking. It is the blueprint upon which life is built. If you want to know where your life is heading, examine the thoughts you entertain most frequently. Are they thoughts of expansion, abundance, and possibility? Or are they filled with doubt, limitation, and fear? Whatever you feed your imagination, life will give back to you in form. There is no escaping this law. But I am not in control of my circumstances. Life is unpredictable. Yet, even in the moments where things seem out of control, the deeper truth remains. Your reactions, your assumptions, and your dominant beliefs are shaping what comes next. The unseen hand of divine order is not something separate from you. It moves in perfect harmony with the state of your mind. Then, to imagine wisely. Do not dwell on what you fear, but on what you desire. Do not replay past failures, but construct future victories in the theater of your mind. Do not look at the world as it is and assume it must remain the same. Instead, see it as clay, ready to be molded by the force of your imagination. Your steps are being ordered, but they are not ordered randomly. They are ordered by the vision you hold. Change the vision, and you change the direction of your path. Hold firmly to the highest and best thoughts, and life will begin to move in ways that align with that vision. Walk with faith, knowing that what you imagine with conviction will soon become the reality beneath your feet. There is a hidden force guiding your every step, moving you toward the fulfillment of your destiny. Yet this force does not work independently of you. It operates in perfect harmony with the convictions you hold. What you believe deep within yourself determines how life unfolds before you. The world does not shape your faith. Rather, your faith shapes the world you experience. When you move with inner conviction, life bends to meet you where you stand. The people you meet, the opportunities that arise, and even the challenges you encounter are all responding to the certainty or doubt you carry within. If you are firm in your belief that things are working for your highest good, you will witness events aligning in ways that seem almost miraculous. But if you waver, questioning whether you are truly being guided, you will experience delays, obstacles, and confusion. Not because life is against you, but because you have not yet decided to stand in unwavering faith. Conviction is more than just a passive belief. It is a deep, unshakable knowing that does not require external confirmation. It does not look to circumstances for proof, nor does it wait for things to change before accepting them as true. Instead, conviction speaks as if the promise has already been fulfilled. It moves with the confidence that what is unseen is more real than what is seen. Think of those who have achieved greatness, those who have walked paths of purpose and success. They did not wait for the world to agree with their vision before they took action. They moved forward even when there was no physical evidence to support them. They spoke as though they had already received what they desired. They trusted in the unseen order of life, knowing that if they persisted in their belief, the external world would eventually conform to it. This is the power of inner conviction. It is not dependent on circumstances. It is the force that creates circumstances. It is the foundation upon which divine order is built. Life does not ask whether you are worthy or whether you are capable. It simply responds to the certainty with which you hold your belief. If you declare something with hesitation, the world reflects hesitation back to you. But if you declare it with authority, Life has no choice but to move in agreement with you. Many people pray, hoping that their desires will be granted, yet they walk away still doubting whether they will receive what they ask for. They look to their current reality and allow it to dictate their faith. But true conviction does not rely on what is seen. It holds steadfast to what is felt within. It does not waver, does not question, does not seek validation from the outside world. Your steps are being ordered, but they are not being ordered blindly. They are being arranged in alignment with your level of certainty. If you hold the belief that you are lost, that you are without direction, then life will reflect back to you a path filled with confusion. But if you stand firm in the knowing that you are divinely guided, that everything is unfolding in your favor, then you will find yourself walking a path of clarity and purpose. There will be moments when you do not see immediate results, when the evidence of your belief has not yet materialized. But this is where conviction must remain strong. Do not waver. Do not look to the world for confirmation. Trust that what has been set in motion will come to pass in due time. Just as a seed does not sprout the moment it is planted, so too does your belief require time to manifest. But if you hold firm, if you do not allow doubt to take root, the outcome is inevitable. This is how life works. The unseen hand of divine order moves according to the level of faith you hold. Walk in certainty, and the path will be made clear before you. Every step you take, every decision you make, and every event you encounter is not random. There is an order, a precise unfolding of life that is always at work, whether you recognize it or not. But to truly understand how God orders your steps, you must become aware. Awareness is the key to seeing the patterns, recognizing the messages, and aligning yourself with the flow of divine guidance. Without awareness, you may mistake divine order for chaos, failing to see the perfection in what appears to be uncertainty. Many go through life without realizing that every experience is a reflection of their inner state. They believe that circumstances happen to them, that they are at the mercy of external events. But the truth is, life does not happen to you, it happens through you. The world you experience is a mirror, reflecting back to you the consciousness you hold. If you move through life unaware, reacting to everything as if it were separate from you, you miss the deeper truth. Everything you encounter is guiding you, teaching you, and leading you to where you are meant to be. Each day presents you with signs, but without awareness they go unnoticed. The delay that frustrates you may be divine timing protecting you from an unseen obstacle. The closed door may not be a rejection, but a redirection to something greater. The sudden inspiration you feel, the urge to take a certain action, or the repeated encounters with the same idea, these are not coincidences. They are signals, nudges from the unseen guiding hand that is ordering your steps. But if you are too caught up in fear, doubt, or distraction, you will miss them. Awareness is the ability to see beyond appearances, to recognize that what is happening now is not separate from what you have been thinking, believing, and expecting. Life responds to your dominant state of mind. When you become mindful of your thoughts and emotions, you begin to see the connections between your inner world and your outer experiences. You begin to notice patterns, to understand that nothing is truly random, and to trust that every step is leading you somewhere meaningful. Faith and awareness go hand in hand. It is not enough to merely believe that your steps are ordered. You must also be present enough to recognize how they are being ordered. Too often, people pray for guidance, but then move through life blind to the answers that are constantly unfolding around them. They ask for signs, but dismiss them when they appear in unexpected ways. They desire change, but remain unaware of the inner shifts required to bring that change about. To walk in harmony with divine order, you must cultivate a deep sense of trust and attentiveness. Trust that even when things do not go as planned, they are still going exactly as they should. Trust that the obstacles you face are not stopping you, but shaping you. Trust that the timing of your journey is perfect, even when it does not match your expectations. And above all, remain aware of your thoughts, your emotions, and the ways in which life is responding to you. Awareness also means choosing where to place your focus. Many people spend their days absorbed in worry, reacting to circumstances without realizing that their attention is shaping their reality. They give their energy to what they do not want, and then wonder why they continue to experience it. But when you become conscious of this law, you begin to shift your focus. You stop feeding fear and start feeding faith. You stop dwelling on what is missing and start embracing what is already unfolding. Life will always guide you, but it is up to you to listen. The path is always being revealed, but you must be willing to see it. The steps are always being ordered, but you must walk in trust. When you combine faith with awareness, you no longer question whether you are on the right path. You know deep within that every experience, whether joyful or challenging, is leading you exactly where you are meant to be. Life is not a series of random events. It is a precise unfolding of divine order, responding to the thoughts, beliefs, and convictions you hold within. Every step you take is already arranged, leading you toward your highest good. The unseen hand of God moves through your imagination, shaping your reality according to the visions you consistently entertain. If you dwell in faith and certainty, life will reflect that back to you. If you waver in doubt, your path will mirror that hesitation. The key to walking in alignment with divine order is awareness. Recognizing that every experience, every closed door, and every unexpected turn is guiding you towards something greater. You do not need to struggle or force outcomes. Instead, trust in the process, knowing that what is meant for you will find its way. The journey may not always look the way you expect, but it is always leading you exactly where you need to be. Hold firm to your vision. Walk in faith, not fear. And above all, remain aware of the subtle ways in which your steps are being ordered every single day. When you embrace this truth, life begins to unfold with effortless precision, and you move forward with confidence, knowing that you are never lost, only being guided.